Good morning, Cullman. Happy Wednesday. It's meeting 3. We're open for business, y'all. And you know, when we eat, we like to talk. And this is us talking, yet we ain't eating. But speaking of eating, let's go into our topics, right? News on new chain restaurants coming to Cullman. Thoughts on that?
Yes. What restaurants I would really like to see come to Cullman, especially, but definitely just Alabama or the South. In-N-Out, numero uno.
And what's In-N-Out?
It's a burger place, like on the West Coast and like California mostly.
I said
And
near the
it's-
In-N-Out burger.
Is it as good as Shake Shack?
I think that's their competition, actually. Or could it be Jack in the Boxes? Or
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know that. No, definitely not Jack in the Box. If Jack in the Box is their competition, then Jack in the Box needs to go ahead and close down.
I know,
No offense, Jack in the Box.
The nearest In-N-Out, because me and my buddies are planning a trip, is Texas.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Dallas or
Yeah,
something.
so,
Yeah. That or there's also a restaurant, another burger fast food place in East Tennessee called Pal's. And literally just Google Pal's, like the building for it is like this Tiffany blue colored building with like a giant cup on it and a giant fry and like a giant hot dog and hamburger like on the building. It like makes me think of a good burger, you know?
So, does Cullman need more fast food, or do you think we need like casual
probably not.
dining, like Red Lobster or Olive Garden?
I could do both.
Or they good?
I'm down with both. Oh.
What,
You know, Logan's is shut down and Ruby Tuesdays is shut down.
Yeah, the big corporate chain restaurants are sort of not doing well right now. And one of the things that you have to look into when you're talking about a Red Lobster, when you're talking about an Olive Garden, is it's based on population. And I know that there's been a lot of times where Cullman just didn't reach the population limit to have those. I'm sure that they would have liked to have been here, but we just didn't get there.
Right.
Man, I like them cheddar biscuits though.
They are good.
Oh, and Lobster Fest and Shrimp Fest and all you can eat pastas and salad and I'm getting hungry now.
Making me hungry now.
oh, it's not even lunchtime yet.
Yeah, oh God.
But
It's lunchtime somewhere.
yeah, that's right. Well,
Or Old Spaghetti Factory. You ever had Old Spaghetti Factory?
No. What are the chances we get a Carrabba's though? Is that
It probably falls into the same
same
boat.
category?
Yeah.
Man.
but if we get all these new restaurants and there's social distancing in place, what are we gonna do? There's a place in South Carolina that's using, I think, blow-up dolls. They're using blow-up dolls to practice social distancing. How would that come into play?
I mean, like, what do you mean, like, practicing social distancing? Like, those are separating the other booths?
The booths.
They're like examples, I guess, like how far away you should be. Yeah,
So did they bring those blow-up dolls from home? Or
that's
do,
what I
you,
was.
do you get a bulk deal on Amazon if you buy a lot?
That's what I was wondering.
Do they dress them?
Probably, I would think
I would
so.
hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I just make it awkward lunch or dinner, right?
It makes it easier for the bartender because if you start talking to the blow-up dolls, then it's time for you to go.
There you go.
Call your car and we'll get you home.
And with these blow-up dolls, do you think they're diverse? Do you think they're
True. Are they considering
Are
diversity?
they
It needs to
considering
be, yes.
diversity?
Photo up on.
Oh,
nice?
wait.
There's a
yeah,
photo. Look
okay.
at that.
Are those blow up or are those mannequins?
Yeah, they look like more like mannequins.
Yeah.
He's dressed well.
Well,
Wow.
that's him.
This is a
He's got-
nice place.
He's got nicer clothes than me.
Fringe
man.
lamp. She wearing a wedding dress? Wow.
It looks like it.
I'm not sure I want to be a patron somewhere that I'm going to be outdressed by a dummy.
Right. Well, so
True.
what about places like Burger King if they introduce those, like the blow-up dolls? Would it be like
I wouldn't
I'm
do
with
that.
stupid shirts? Would they be? I mean,
You
Oh
just,
my gosh.
we don't know.
Look at
Really
that one.
casual.
oh,
That, I
nice.
couldn't eat there if that dude was looking at me the entire time.
Oh,
Like,
man.
That dude just keeps
I like,
staring.
oh, man.
Yeah, that's a little bit much.
Yeah,
At
no.
least they are dressed. That's good.
You know, there's another place in, I think it was Ocean City, Maryland, and they've come up with a cool social distance way to do business, and they have bumper tables that keep people, they're a personal table. It's kind of an inner tube with a place to set your drink and your food, And, you know, if you start wobbling, you're going to bump into somebody, but you're 6 feet apart.
Nice.
Well,
That's interesting. I saw one place that they asked you to wear pool noodles.
It's a good idea.
oh yeah, I
So
saw that.
everyone was like sitting at the tables and they all had pool noodles on, so they could get
Speaking,
too close to each
speaking
other.
locally, I went to Margarona's a few days ago, and they just spread the booths apart. Really.
Yeah.
Just,
Which seems like the easiest way to go instead of, you know, blow up dolls.
That,
Yeah,
or also,
dressed
I mean, you can only be at
nice.
50% capacity too, so I mean, just skipping tables, closing off certain tables.
And I think, changing subjects here, what about this nudist camp? Possible nudist
speaking
camp.
of blow up dolls.
Yeah, speaking of blow up dolls.
Nudist camp in Cullman. That's just. You never seem to surprise me, Cullman.
I don't think Cullman would have one of those, right?
I don't
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
know.
there's probably someone buy just like a nice big piece of land and just
Say, hey, y'all run around naked.
Clothes optional.
I've been to the infield of Talladega before, and so I'm good. I feel like I've been there. So
And the same crowd probably goes to Boogie Bottoms, which is as
What is
close
that?
as you're
What-
going to
yeah.
get to a nudist camp probably in this
We're-
area.
we're too
it's
young,
it's in
so-
Blount County,
Oh,
but
Blount
they have festivals and stuff, but they get a little rowdy. But just a good time.
Define rowdy. Infield in Talladega or Rock the South rowdy?
I mean, probably infield at Talladega or like Panama City. If
That
all the
happens in Blount
bikers went
County?
there, yes.
goodness.
That's crazy.
But no, it's fun. Everyone
Blount County,
everyone's
y'all been
very
sleeping on
nice.
us
They just have a
here.
good time.
So how did you find out about this Boogie Bottoms?
My boyfriend played a show there, so
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I think everyone should go at least once, you know.
And so do they call themselves a nudist colony?
No. It's not really a nudist colony.
It
just
just sort of
there are
happens.
people that like to
Get naked.
They just get a
find
little
clothes
crazy.
optional. I mean, just like Panama City, you know, have like
Panama City.
contest. So
You may be too young to know the Panama City that like I know from back in the day.
Well, see, the Panama
PCB was
PCB for me is like
Wild West.
I mean, it's still pretty
high
wild.
schoolers, and that's just I don't want to be around high schoolers. I'm old now. I don't want to be around that crowd.
Yeah.
Cause when I was in high school, I knew I was annoying. So I can imagine now.
No, I think even when college, my like last time to go to Panama City during spring break, we didn't do like anything. We avoided like the college crowd, honestly, just because
Yeah, I think
just
they've
weren't interested in.
they've tried to control it the past several years. It got out of hand there for a little while, and then I know
It'll
like,
just move
when-
somewhere else.
When MTV was at its height and they had the spring break house there, I think that really brought a lot of
man.
publicity to how wild things had gotten, and so they pumped the brakes on it.
And they're
Yeah.
letting people go back down to the beaches, and sanitary concerns have risen. How do you think they're handling all that?
I just went down there this past weekend, and so I was able to speak to the fire chief. And most people are like keeping the 6 feet apart. They are enforcing like if you have 10 more people, you need to spread out. It's actually interesting. But this weekend, I don't know what it was. It's just everybody got that beach fever, and they're like, let's just go all at once.
They've had
And-
the beach fever, and I think it just
and-
finally hit. I did see that they are allowing rentals and stuff are back now, and so you'll start seeing more and more folks go. I plan on going the next couple weeks. It's time, you know.
I guess the social distancing definitely keeps creeps from hitting on you.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can lay out and not have to worry about someone getting close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely.
You had some
enjoyed it.
creeps. Oh.
Oh yeah, I definitely have some creeps, No, I enjoyed it. It was. They definitely there was down Walmart. I don't know what it is down there, but no one in Walmart was trying to keep the social distancing.
Yeah.
But it's Walmart though.
What? These restaurants are pretty popular down there. Isn't it like Lambert's and some other places down there? What do you think about those local businesses? Do you think they're getting treated differently from like Red Lobsters or
Well, thankfully, Lambert's already throws the rolls, so they don't have to even get close to the table. Now they've moved on to throwing the entrees as well.
Oof. Just imagine getting hit with what, some like hot butter and some crab legs. Like, that wouldn't be fun.
Just like Boogie Bottoms.
Oh man.
Well,
I think I don't think they're getting treated different. There's not a lot of chain restaurant like the chain restaurants.
Let's talk about this more. Let's go on break so we can come back and tell you guys more about it. Welcome back. Am I right?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
So,
Talking about
let's talk about the sad
chain?
news.
Oh man, Duchess Bakery.
Duchess Bakery.
And Dutch's Bakery isn't even closing down because of COVID-19. The dude basically just didn't. He's afraid to train anyone else because of what they can't speak today. What they could have came into contact with before he hired them.
Oof, man, that's.
So it's not just because he's retiring. It's just that he just doesn't want to get more employees.
Yeah, basically.
I'm sure there's somebody's gonna be out there and be like, you know what? I'm gonna run this business. I'm gonna take over. We're gonna run it for another 80 more years.
Someone should buy it. It should live on.
Yeah, it's an established brand here in Cullman, one of the most established brands. And so I'm sure somebody out there is going to jump on it. I mean, you'd kind of be foolish not to. After they announced the news, there was a line around the block, for donuts. And so,
Right.
So it's, they're the bell cow bakery here in town. And so somebody's going to take that.
How much is it going to cost, though? I mean, with that being such a established brand, it's got to be for like $300,000 or up there, right?
Oh, I don't know, but probably pretty penny. But also, I heard that he didn't want to sell his family recipe. Is that right?
I mean, that's a game changer.
But I think it's a shame though if you're really you'd rather let your recipe go to the grave than to let it continue, let it live on, let your legacy.
I watched enough diners, drive-ins, and dives to know that most people don't like to see their recipes go to the grave. They like to, bring on someone new, and then like that person takes on the recipe, and they're like, oh, okay, but
Yeah, there's money in the name and in the recipe, so maybe he'll,
consider
the money
it. Yeah.
will speak to him, and he'll come around on that.
And donut making is pretty hard. I mean, right? I mean, you have a lot of orders like he has.
I've been to the Krispy Kreme factory in Hoover. Yes, I know.
But these are different from homemade. I mean, he doesn't have one of those big old stands that you just pump in donuts and pump them out.
That's true. That is true.
They're handmade. Yeah.
I didn't know that, Fred.
Yeah.
That made
It's made with love.
Yeah, made with
That's what
love.
makes it so good.
Wow.
I don't eat donuts anymore, so
You donut?
I don't.
Ah.
You very punny. You punny person.
Oh, I try. I do what I can.
Oh no, I stopped eating donuts maybe 2 years ago.
I picked up
Any
your share
specific
for you, man.
reason?
I picked up your share.
Well, I was trying to lose a little bit of weight, and I was just like, what, I need to cut out sweets. And the last donut I ate, I didn't eat it completely. I took a bite and I was like, I can't eat this, and I threw it away.
Too sweet.
Wow.
I mean, after a while.
No, I love donuts. I hit up that red velvet cake donut from Daylight Donuts all the time.
Hey, good news for Daylight Donut,
Yum.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, they won't have competition anymore.
So they were saying that folks were standing in line for 4 hours for donuts the past week. Is there anything that you guys would stand in line for 4 hours? I've camped out overnight for concert tickets back in the day when before the internet
Now,
really happened.
I do have to admit, I did go to Chicken Salad Chick when it first opened at like 5 in the morning. So
That's Sassy Scotty's where it's at.
I did that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a long line, long time to wait.
I think I would
Can I have a chair or do I have to stand?
You can bring your camping chair with you.
Okay.
Throw it over your
Okay,
back.
then I mean, there's a lot of lines I could
I
probably
mean,
sit
you,
in.
you can go to Disney World and wait for. Well, you're more likely gonna be waiting for.
Okay, yeah, true.
So.
Get that fast pass, though.
I went to Six Flags and I only got to ride 3 rides because.
That's why you have to get the fast pass. There's no other way.
We had the fast pass at Six Flags and we still got to
Oh
ride
my
only
gosh.
3 rides.
That's when you have to go during like the middle of the week, non-holiday.
This was like the first weekend it opened.
Well, that is your fault.
That
that's your fault.
That
was
sounds
not on
like
me.
that was brought
That was a
upon.
high school field trip, so that was not on me.
That's
promise
silly.
you. Hey, I'm not the one that made the decision to go to Six Flags the weekend it opened, so I just said, okay, here's my money. Let's go.
What line would you stand in, other than concert tickets?
I'm
What
a-
concert was that?
There's been a few back in the day, but I'm a big music nerd, you know, and so I've, you know, there's a few bands through the years. A cool story. My dad actually camped out overnight. Old local reference, the Faro Shop, you know, was a ticket master back in the day, and you actually had to go there to buy your tickets. Well, he camped out. He and my uncle camped out overnight for. I was in the 5th grade, and it was the Rolling Stones Steel Wheels tour for you kids out there.
Nice.
It was supposed to be. This was 1988, I think, or 89, but it was supposed to be their farewell tour. Well, the Stones just cut a new album here in 2020, so I don't guess that farewell really worked out. But yeah, I think Dad was there for 24 hours, I think, for those tickets, and so
Man,
yeah.
That's crazy.
more than 4 hours.
That's a little more.
little more 4
more than
hours.
4.
I personally have never waited in line for like tickets, or I've never been to a concert, so I don't.
You've never been to a concert?
No.
Same.
No.
What?
Wow.
But what would be a good? Like,
Well, now with Snapchat and Instagram story, you can see a whole concert
that's the
from
thing.
someone else.
People, I'll see people going to concerts. And I'll be scrolling through the story, and I'm like, okay.
Did they watch it at all?
Yeah,
Just
they
throw it in the
record
air?
it. Just, I mean,
That's why you should put a GoPro on your forehead at all times or something.
Yeah.
That'd be totally normal, right?
that might be considered illegal.
Yeah, a little bootlegging action there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how the concert industry comes back after all this. You know, we're talking about social distancing
True.
just at restaurants. Well, you know, concert venues and festivals. I mean, it's going to be hard to stand 6 feet apart. Same deal with with sporting events also. But I will say, you know, NASCAR, you know, they hit a home run this past weekend. All of the critics and everybody gave them an A+ on.
Was it Kevin Harvick win?
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
it was in Texas, right? Or,
Darlington, South Carolina.
okay, I was way off.
But
So were there people there?
there was just the teams, the drivers, media. There was no fans, but all of the social distance protocols and everything from all reports, they did a bang up job.
Now that's when blow up dolls would come in handy.
Yeah.
Just fill the stands.
Well,
with
yeah,
blow-up dolls.
and they're already.
Look at the fans.
True.
Well, you know, I heard that they paint the seats different colors to make it look like fans are actually there
Yeah.
when it's like a wide shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but now we actually know there's not fans there, and it kind of just popped that bubble for.
It makes me think of I can't remember what minor league team it was that did a promotion. They were trying to have the least fans in the stadium one night. So up until the fifth inning, everyone had to stay. They didn't allow any fans in. So they had like people on ladders, like looking over the fence, and then after the 5th inning, everyone was allowed to come in.
Interesting.
Huh.
But
I've seen some minor league
very
baseball that probably wouldn't have a hard time not getting people there.
Yeah.
It's just a bad product, but not our Barons, and hopefully not our trash cans.
Trash
I saw your
cans, go.
screensaver.
Oh yeah,
I'm excited to get them going.
yeah. You know they.
So you're gonna be a Trash Panda fan?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like almost a home team,
how
right?
Dare you? We are Barons fans.
Ooh, we're in the middle. I mean, Cullman's like middle ground.
But
I mean, I think though, since we don't actually have one, you can pick whoever you want to.
Well,
That's true.
The Trash Pandas.
You can go for the Blue Wahoos.
The
You can
Trash
go
Pandas,
for-
their marketing team, they've done a really good job of coming into Cullman and saying that this team is not just for Huntsville. This is a North Alabama team, and Cullman, you're a part of it. And so I applaud them for doing that. They know how to go out and get fans, and they obviously know how to market their merchandise. For I think the first 6 months after they unveiled their logo, you couldn't even get it online. And their chief marketing officer was telling us one time that they had sold to I think 60 countries around the world already.
Yeah, they're international, which is insane.
Yeah.
Well, so many people collect minor league baseball apparel and stuff like that, memorabilia, because minor league baseball is just, there's so many weird teams out there that are just so unique.
yeah, there's the
Names are changing so much.
Mississippi Braves. Yeah, so.
That's not that weird though. Like
There's
the
this
Lansing Lugnuts.
Oh yeah. There's the Kannapolis Cannonballers in North Carolina. It's a dude that's.
Okay.
Sorry, Siri.
Yeah, sorry. But it's.
I'm sorry, Fred. We're gonna have to go. Thanks for watching, y'all. This is Meeting 3. We are now closed, but we'll be back next Wednesday.
Woo! Bye. Have a good day.